Katie, and welcome to a new segment we're doing on this channel where I sit down to answer questions and comments that you've left on other videos, as well as answered questions that I get asked all the time as an interior designer. Occasionally, I'll also be bringing guests in so that we can sit down and have a chat with them. But for now, let's get right into it. Probably the most common question that I get asked as a designer is, what's the difference between interior design and interior decorating? Well, that's an excellent question. The simple answer is that interior design is just that. It's actually designing an interior. So that means that you come into a space and either there's no walls at all, or there's walls but nothing has physically been placed within the space, and you design what that space should look like. Interior decorating means that I'm coming into a space that already has furniture or already has a layout, and I'm simply adding to it with throw rugs, pillows, paint colors, things like that. And that's pretty much the biggest difference between interior design and interior decorating. The second question that I get asked all the time is, how do you become an interior designer? And there's actually quite a few ways. The top three: number one, go to school for interior design and then get on with the firm. Number two, kind of the middle ground, is to take classes or get a degree in a roundabout kind of a way, i.e. you study things like art, or maybe you study architecture, or maybe you study business, and then you form it all together to become an interior designer. And then the third option is to just be self-taught. So you just use the skills and talents you already have, or you go work with a design firm or apprentice underneath an existing designer and you learn from them, or you take classes, watch YouTube videos, things like that, and you just put it into practice. So those are probably the two most common questions that I get asked on a regular basis as an interior designer. And like I said, with this segment, we're going to be visiting all kinds of different areas, from whatever questions you ask me down below in the comments to whatever questions that I get asked throughout my career as a designer and while I'm out on jobs. And I'd also just like to put in a little plug for this. This teacup is actually a tea mug, and you know that because of this crack right here. This is for the tea string on the tea bag, so that the paper that's on the bottom of the tea bag doesn't go into your tea and ruin your tea. And we sell these on house2homejd.com. I'll make sure I link them down below in case you're interested, because they do come in two other colors. So until next time, enjoy your tea time. Sometimes I'm so robotic. It feels weird for me to just be like, it's tea time, and I'm your host, Katie. Versus like, it's tea time. Cheers. Long pause. Oh, okay. Let's see what we get here. Oh, that was rolling the whole time? Oh my gosh. Okay.
What was that eyebrow thing you did there? You just look at me, you like raise your eyebrows.
I can feel my eye getting squintily closed, like, because this one doesn't like to open. I was trying to open my, like, it's from my pageant days where they'd be like, when I get, like, they do photography, and they're like, open your eyes. And so I'm like.
That looks scary. Don't make that face.
So I was opening my eyes so that my eye didn't, like, look closed, because it likes to close. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. It's tea time, and I'm your host, Katie. This is a new video segment that we're doing where I sit down and maybe get to drink a glass of tea while I answer any questions or comments that you have left me over the course of the other videos from this channel. As well as, occasionally, I'll be able to bring in some guests and we'll talk about the outtake should be. The outtake should just be me drinking tea. That's what they should be.
Yeah,
oh, look, that poor girl finally got to drink her tea, and it took an outtake to do it.
Outtakes. All the times Katie got to drink tea. Have a whole new segment of take a shot every time Katie drinks tea.
Oh, that's gonna be a very dry segment. They're gonna be like, doesn't this woman ever drink the tea? It's called tea time. All right, here we go. It's tea time, and I'm your host, Katie, and welcome to this new segment that we're doing where I get a chance to sit down and answer any questions or comments that you've left me over the course of the other videos on this channel, as well as on occasion, I'm hoping to bring in some guests that we can go through and talk about any
Wow, walk yourself into the exact
Same
same corner.
corner.